We are Gunnison County with a couple now of Western Colorado University grads doing big things here locally.
With us right now are Diego Plata, the mayor of Gunnison, and Marisela Ballesteros, mayor pro tem and Gunnison City Council member. Good morning to you both. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you.
So let's talk Gunnison's history. Mining, ranching, agriculture, now mountain tourism. So what's next for the area?
Yeah, the history here is rich, truly. As everyone knows, the mining boom kind of brought it on, but of course there were some native folks here prior to that, and it's evolved over time given our landscape and our access to clean and beautiful water and fields. The ranching community really took over, and then we found the love for the outdoors, fishing, skiing, eventually mountain biking. And with access to so many trails and so many outdoor public lands, it's a must. And that's probably one of the areas that we think will be the next, all right? Dipping into the outdoor industry, using a lot of the collaboration with Western University and their Ice Lab program to spur entrepreneurs that want to tap into the outdoor industry. I think that'll be a big component of it. Recently, Western did kick off the Paul Rady School of Engineering, and we see a lot of new students in town and a lot of potential for that program to develop into.
Well, let's talk about that. If you could expand now on some of the positive examples of collaboration you mentioned here across municipalities, also federal agencies, state, county, non- and for-profit organizations within the valley.
Yeah, absolutely. We're very fortunate to be home to a lot of those entities, and because we are in so many ways, this valley is a bit of an island, we work together to make sure that we all have what we need and get along and move forward at a continuous pace that brings the positive to everyone here. The collaboration we hear from other entities and other counties and regions, it's perhaps not as positive, but I think here in Gunnison we're very fortunate that we have great lines of communication, constant monthly standing meetings with a lot of the leaders from these entities to, again, just push forward for the folks that live here and work our best to meet their needs.
You just finished celebrating Gunnison's Welcoming Week as part of Welcoming America, so tell us more about the diverse representation on City Council in Gunnison.
Well, I mean, we're part of that diversity, but there's also a bunch of three other people that are part of council, and they also have their diverse background, their own businesses, some who also grew up here. Me personally, born and raised here in Gunnison, know a lot of the different people around here. I have, of course, Hispanic background. I am Cora, which is an indigenous group that is native to Mexico that has migrated here over 20 years ago.
And let's talk about you have quite the story here, okay? And you have a lot of firsts from within your family.
Yes.
Yeah.
First, I mean, going to school, Western. I am an alumni of Western. That is something that I really am proud of, and it is very honoring to know that I am the first to graduate college, but also to continue education. Past that, there's also trade schools that a lot of, specifically Gunnison High School partners with.
Right.
So that way people are still interested in welding, hairstyling, the different trades that are important to our community as well. And also being mayor pro tem, I am the first Cora member to be part of council. And Diego also has a huge background as well.
Okay.
Well, congratulations to both of you. So as we wrap up here, what would you say, real quick, both of your favorite thing is about this area?
My favorite thing is honestly the land, understanding this area and that we're just like all other living things. We have to learn how to live with this land, contribute back to it, also respect it. My favorite thing, honestly, is fishing. I will be in the water anytime I can.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay.
And what about you?
Yeah, I think it's, for me personally, representing that diversity on council is part of it. The people here really make up the county, and I'd concur with Marisela. The land, the landscape, the ability to access the outdoors at any given moment and be in the middle of nowhere, 5 minutes from my house. And for me, I'm a mountain biker, runner, and skier, so I'm often out there. Yeah.
Well, thanks again for being here today, the mayor of Gunnison and the mayor pro tem. We appreciate your time.
And thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.